Welcome back, he, she's, theys, and castaways, to a brand new season of Denizen Survivor. This is Denizen Survivor Season 6, A Journey Through Candyland. And to introduce this new season, we have a new name for these videos. Lord Licorice's Luxurious Lounge. I am Lord Licorice, and this is my assistant, Zach. To start us off, Zach, why don't you tell us about marooning?
So, marooning was a big fun night. He wasn't there, but I was. So, our castaways were separated onto two different tribes, and they named themselves the Big Chewy Nerds and Moose Tracks. Lindsay and Moose, and Noah and Aurora immediately formed power duos, immediately texting their one-on-ones, and Thomas immediately began scheming during marooning while he was virtually there.
And I will say, this is the second time Moose has named a tribe after themselves. Moose is a cult starter. So then the very next day, they all got a break to kind of, get comfortable on the Discord, introduce themselves to each other. For people who weren't able to make it, a lot of us were down the rabbit hole, which, if you didn't come, what were you doing? So the very first challenge was ran by Nora, and it was worm.io. So they all immediately got into it. Moose Tracks gathered in the nest, right when the challenge dropped, and they started making worm parodies of different songs. It was really a bonding experience and time for them. There were lots of huge scores for this game. We have stacked season of castaways this year. Everybody immediately was trying to participate, making alliances. This group I'm really, really excited to see going forward. So the person with the highest score was Kylie with a giant score, along with Moose's, who also had a pretty decent score. But both of them submitted at the very last minute. Kylie got added by the host and submitted not super late, but it was the same day. And then Moose was the last minute. Which, if you ever want to play Survivor, submit your shit on time, please. Thank you. Yeah, and we have these new twists this season. Each host has a different twist, and Nora's was revealed. It was where two people from opposing teams are allowed to talk to each other, and in this case, it was Lindsay and Aurora, who have both been players before, so that was really interesting that they both got picked. And there's been this constant joke of, can I ask why you send this? Because Aaron sent Thomas a weird message, and Thomas replied with, can I ask why you said this? So spectator chat is just full of that. It's a wild time.
So, for the results of the worm challenge, the Moose Tracks won. Unfortunately, that meant that Big Chewy Nerds had to go to tribal. For this first tribal, we had a unanimous vote, even a non-submission, which still led to the person who got voted off getting voted off. So, for our first guest for this season of Survivor, we have Abby Webster.
The director of Down the Rabbit Hole and overall awesome first year theater, nerd, dancer, love her. So Abby, you were the first person to get voted off. Tell us how you are feeling. Anything you want to say?
I'm feeling all right. I understand that there was a lot of very experienced people this season, so it was kind of intense, especially because I've never done this before. But I feel very proud to have died a Big Chewy nerd.
First, would you play again?
I would, yes.
Second, what would you think you would do differently just immediately going in?
Because I know with at least this specific challenge with Worm.io, we were allowed to do it more than once. I think I would have definitely tried again to get a better score.
Is there anything you think is going to happen this season? Any people you want to do well? Any alliances you think would form? Just anything.
I have a feeling that Noah and Aurora could have a very strong alliance. And I think that the Big Chewy Nerds are really going to do very well this season. I have a lot of faith in my team.
With all the faith you have in your team now, what were your initial impressions of the Big Chewy Nerds when you found out who on your tribe?
I was very happy with who I ended up with on my tribe, because I knew almost everybody, and everybody was very chill, and we were all very excited.
Who would you pick to win Survivor?
Oh, you can ask that, yeah.
Oh, cute.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. Can I say more than one person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick your
Final
FTC
three.
lineup.
Yeah, FTC lineup.
Okay, I'd say Noah for sure. Aurora. Alex, with an I.
Yes.
Jack has a pretty good chance of winning. I'd say Thomas also has a good chance of winning. Yeah, those are my people.
Those are
my
some
picks.
pretty good options. Again, we are really stacked this season.
Mhm.
We didn't do like any advertisement other than like on the Instagram, and we
Yeah.
got like almost immediately like a full like not cast. Why theater terms? Sorry, theater minor moment. We had a very, very large group of castaways.
Mhm.
Now, after your unfortunate exit of the game,
Yeah.
our head of challenge advisory released his challenge. It's campaign trail. So the castaways have to campaign for their randomly assigned candy political party and get the most votes for spectators in the upcoming candy election.
They can do different things to advertise. So, like, for example, Alex made a website for her campaign thing. People have talked about making posters, like, just a wide variety of ideas. Luke very much wanted this to be a creative challenge, which, like, love a creative challenge. Yeah, so we're gonna find out the results of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can do time, guys. I'm a great host. Please don't fire me.
During this challenge, Luke also revealed his twist. And in this twist, Tom and Jasper are stuck in Gloopy's molasses swamp. So whichever one of them gets more votes from the spectators will get to keep their score. However, the one that gets the least votes gets their score multiplied by 1.5.
And for context, for people who didn't like immediately tune into Survivor, every host is based off of a different Candyland character. So like I'm Lord Licorice, Luke is Gloopy, Nora is Princess Frosty. Yes, we love. See, Zach is here to make sure I know things. But yeah, so we're very excited for like the lore and just like all of the twists we have coming up. It's really, really exciting stuff. So you should definitely watch it or just like watch these videos, whatever you prefer.
Yeah. And we're just gonna do a little bit more updating. And this is Abby's first time hearing all of this too, so you guys get Abby's first reactions. So the Big Chewy Nerds have already started using their alliance chats. There are 4 alliance chats. The first one is Aurora, Drew, and Jasper. The second one is Aurora, Drew, Jasper, and Thomas. The third one is Aurora, Drew, Jasper, and Kavi. And the fourth one is Aurora, Noah, and Jack. So Aurora is currently in 4 alliance chats.
Aurora said ally. Like, in alliance chats, no, because like writing the TLDRs these past couple days and being like, what is happening with these alliances? What do you mean 3 of the same people are in like 3 different alliances? They be wild, but also good strategy, good social game to like have multiple alliances like from very early on. Wish I'd done that my season.
And the Moose Tracks, while they don't have any alliance chats yet, there are a couple duos that the castaways have to look out for. Moose and Lindsay, both 2nd and 3rd time castaways, and Charlotte and Tom.
We have the Redhead Alliance, and we have the Has Played Before Alliance.
Yeah. And also, for you spectators, the comics that you guys have been making have been amazing. Yeah, they just look really good.
If we're allowed to show them, insert comic here. Comic here, on front of Abby's face, or wherever you can put it, Tara.
Above Abby's head.
All right, well, thank you all for joining us for the first episode of Lord Licorice's Luxurious Lounge. We hope it will be the first of many. And come back next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye video.
Bye video.
Bye,
Bye, video.
Bye.